After weeks of preparation, the Southern Hemisphere international rugby season is ready to kick into full swing with the opening round of the Rugby Championship. The All Blacks will play host to the Wallabies in the opening game, and following this in a few hours' time will be the Springboks taking on the Pumas. It is Rugby Championship time, and this also doubles as a Bledisloe Cup fixture. So lock yourselves in and get ready for another brutal Trans-Tasman battle. Hello everyone and welcome back along to home of rugby and the Rugby Championship, where we get to see what Rugby Challenge 4 thinks is going to happen in this competition. This is the opening clash of the competition. We see the All Blacks up against the Wallabies, and the starting 15s for these two sides for tonight will be as follows. In the front row, George Bauer will get the start in the number 1 jumper, and he will partner Cody Taylor and Nepo Laulala in 1, 2 and 3. On the other side of things for the Wallabies, James Slipper, Brendan Paenga-Amosa and Alan Alatoa will be their opposite numbers. Moving into the tall timber in the second row, it's the old firm of Brodie Retallick and Sam Whitelock going up against relative youngsters in Darcy Swain and Matt Phillip. It's a new look back row for the All Blacks as well, as these guys try to cement their place in those back row positions. Akira Ioane, Dalton Papali'i and Adi Savia are 6, 7 and 8. For the Wallabies, it will be Lachlan Swinson, Michael Hooper, the experienced captain at 7, and of course Rob Valentini, big bruising number 8 at the back of the pack. Moving into the back line, and it'll be an epic battle between Aaron Smith and Tate McDermott. One is experienced and absolutely brilliant. The other, a youngster who's really starting to stake his claim on the international game. That is McDermott starting at 9 for the Wallabies. Richie Mo'unga will take on Noah Lolesio in the battle of the number 10s. Moving through the midfield, it's David Havili and Rico Ioane up against Matt Tamua and Hunter Paisami. On the wings, left side for the All Blacks, Sevu Reece goes up against Andrew Callaway. And for the opposite wing, right side, Will Jordan. On the left, it will be Marika Koronabetti for the Wallabies. At the back, it is Damien McKenzie, excitement machine in 15, and much the same for the Wallabies as well. Tom Banks knows his way, and he's got a prodigious punt on him as well when he wants to get that out. Having a look at the benches for the two sides, there's plenty of experience and impact to come for both these two teams. And interesting, we see and talk about a lot. Triple T, the Taurirangi, who plays for the All Blacks and of course in New Zealand rugby for the Chiefs as well. No, we're not talking about him. We're talking about Takiaho, Tuinu Kuafi and Ta'avau on the bench, the front row replacements for the All Blacks. It'll be all 3 Barretts on the bench as well for the All Blacks, of Scott Barrett, Bona Barrett and Geordie Barrett, all lining up at 19, 22 and 23. In the middle of that, Luke Jacobson and TJ Piranara will also be coming off the bench. Ulysses Sio and Tupou will be the front row replacements for the Wallabies. Salakai Loto in the second row. Harry Wilson, the back row replacement. Nick White, Lenny Kitao and Reece Hodge will be the backline substitutes for the Wallabies. As we look to get this game underway, the two teams have done the anthems and we are ready for kick-off as we sit down for the first real haka of the international season. The Wallabies await. Piranara will lead things for the All Blacks. So it will be Sam Whitelock who once again leads that All Blacks haka at the front. Captain's armband, another proud night for the Whitelocks as he has taken the kickoff down as well, and swiftly we are into action. The Rugby Championship has begun for 2021. The All Blacks looking to start with a bit of fire in the belly as well before Brodie Retallick, making easy meters, knocks the ball on. The Wallabies now with advantage on their side and a chance to attack in the All Blacks half. McDermott getting a little bit of a taster early on here as the All Blacks up and over that very swiftly. Going back, it's probably not a good 20 metres now here as it is Slipper having a short charge on the blind side Referee calls them back for the first scrum of the game. Well, a fiery start here. Trying to get the match start-up underway. The All Blacks are already smashed off a good 20 metres. And here we go, just outside the 22, 30 metres out. McDermott goes to Lolosio. Looking out wide, Hunter Paisami, a dangerous run of the ball. Finds Callaway, slips it back inside the Banks. Banks is up in the line. He's got numbers there, but he can't find them in support. And the Wallabies move breaks down 10 metres short. Here is Valentini. Huge ball wide. Connor and Benzie out to Lolosio. Lets it die. Tamua on his shoulder. Can't get the pass away. All Blacks defence so fractured right now. A couple of passes, you've got to score a try, and they will. Slipper surely. Korobeni, no! What's he done? What's he done, Marika Korobeni? Oh, it was so messy in that corner from Slipper. He threw it back in. Korobeni tried to plant it. It rolled back, and eventually it's gone into touch. Quite remarkable. Another chance, so a gift for the Wallabies as the All Blacks line out is gone to the Wallabies. And now a high tackle from Nipo Laulala. And we are going to get our first piece of action is a yellow card. No points, just yellow for the tight head prop. He's gone. The Wallabies, a penalty, 5 outs from the All Blacks line, and they take it back, unsurprisingly. It is way out here on the left, though. How about Korobeni messing up that chance? All Blacks body language not great behind their uprights as Noah Lolosio adds 3 brilliantly. First points of the Rugby Championship goes to the Wallabies fly half. Noah Lolosio 3-0. Wallabies lead the All Blacks, who also have a man in the bin. Nipo Laulala has his massive 10 minutes, probably 9 minutes still to go. And there's a chance for the Wallabies who add as Moanga. Great take, great kickoff as well from the All Black fly half. The Wallabies managed to defuse that attack. Out to Valentini. A little bit of room here for Hunter Paisami. Looks to take on McKenzie, who's equal to the task. No one back here if the Wallabies want to exploit it. Trying to go through Matt Phillip. Quick to the breakdown. Now the Wallabies again. McDermott trying to sneak down the short side. Finds it to Tamura instead. And now Paisami gets a kick away. Well away from the covering man at fullback, who is McKenzie. Does get back in position after taking out the break of Paisami. And placed down in goal will be a 22 dropout for Richie Moanga. Spliced it to the left, it's missed from Callaway. Oh, he's not too unpleased about that, is he, Richie Moanga? He's absolutely nailed that. Just short of Callaway, who went for it, missed it completely, and it spills into touch. Oh, that is a devastating line out for the Wallabies. At the front, they drag it down with Darcy Swain, and quickly it goes out to Colin Biddy, who should have been celebrating a try. It's dropped from Tamua, picked up from Lolosio, back to Paisami, and they look very congested here on the left side. Are the Wallabies? Plenty of goal jumpers there. McDermott, another little run, and another high tackle. Aaron Smith, he's going to spend 10 in the bin. Well, they lose their scrum half. Richie Moanga is obviously distressed here. They're going to get Nipo Laulala back, though, from the bin. It's almost an exchanging of high fives by the two of them. And Noah Lolosio, plenty full of confidence, is going to line up his second shot at goal in this opening half of the Rugby Championship. Could make it 6-0 here for the Wallabies. Strikes it well enough. It looks to be fading to the left. Distance, not a problem. Oh no, and Havili's pass has hit the upright. The All Blacks, through Adi Savia, managed to survive. It's back to Havili eventually. The All Blacks very destructive. And here is Adi Savia. Big run here from the number 8. Gets it to Rieko Ioane. And the All Blacks will go coast to coast. Brilliant try. That's one of the best. One of the great tries of the Rugby Championship. It all started off with their own goal. And an error from David Havili hitting the post, which we don't go back far enough to see. Adi Savia scrambled forward, dived on it. The Wallabies didn't get to him in time. He stood up and he split them in half with his acceleration and power, and then found Rieko Ioane. Unbelievable try by the All Blacks. An absolute great. When we look back on the 2021 season, That will certainly be part of that highlight reel. A man down as well, missing Aaron Smith. And they finally get points on the board through a worldie of a try. It's 7-3. All Blacks lead for the first time over the Wallabies. Back to halfway for Lolosio. And he drops it short. It's picked up from Cody Taylor. And, well, this is trouble here. The Wallabies just absolutely smashed that ruck. And Tate McDermott's got it very swiftly. Attacking now. Oh, Paisami is cut in half. Massive tackle on the Wallabies outside centre. It's slow ball coming back here for playing Ramosa. He gives it to Swain and they go out wide now. It's a great runaway chance here for Lolosio. Oh, he takes on McKenzie. Another high shot from McKenzie. And he stayed down as well because he knows they can't afford this to happen again. Luckily for the All Blacks, Aaron Smith comes back. McKenzie stays on. And they stay at 15, a full compliment, but the ill discipline is absolutely screeching at the moment by the All Blacks. Michael Hooper decides to go for the corner. And that is danger spelling for the All Blacks. 10 out from their own line. Huango Mosa with a throw. The Wallabies line out has been fairly good and it just gets away there with Matt Phillip snatching it from the claws of Sam Whitelock. Banks is up in the line. Oh, Paisami just tried to take them on head to head. It goes straight to ground. McDermott. Oh, Matt Phillip. Massive hole there for Phillip. Why did he pass that? He's gone away to Callaway. Back inside to Hooper. Hooper numbers there. Lucky Swinton. Oh, he's in touch. I don't know what happened there. It was either in touch or a try. Lockie Swinton is in touch and is short. And we are off to half-time very swiftly. And to buzzer win on that exact second, it is 7-3. Wallabies dominating this game. The All Blacks, all the yellow cards going their way as well. 2 men, 20 minutes, half to half. A man down. It has been quite a match-up between the two sides. Wallabies making 5 tackles to the All Blacks 34. Get those stats into you. This game is unbelievable. How are they leading the All Blacks? I don't know, but they've got 40 minutes to try and get right in this game. If statistically they can get a bit of ball, this is certainly their game to lose. As the Wallabies grab it through Michael Hooper straight off the kickoff. They're on the attack again. McDermott back to playing Ramosa. They need the ball, the All Blacks. That is the telling difference between these two sides at the moment. The Wallabies are hogging everything, and their breakdown work is astounding. Here is Swinton. He missed the last opportunity. He's looking for another one. Finds McDermott. This has got to be a turnover, my word. If the All Blacks don't get this, there is something well and truly wrong, and they do. Smith, first touch as he got the yellow card. Bauer, big ball wide to Reese. Here is Rieko Ioane. Tapped away from Callaway. Still with the All Blacks. Oh, Mo'unga did well, but it's knocked on from David Havili. That was an exciting little short side play. Richie Mo'unga, David Havili, Aaron Smith was there as well. But they just can't quite finish the job at the moment. Sevu Reese was wanting, screaming it for the numbers game.
Find.
On the 22, he's hard to stop there.
Sit.
McDermott to feed. Good Wallaby scrum so far, yes. They go forward a couple of metres. McDermott has it in the back, goes to Callaway. That is an interesting call. It's a big tackle there on Bellatini. And he is down, neck injury. He's scrawling all over the field. He has got to be taken off. Lukan Solakau-Loto will come on to replace him. The change at the back. Harry Wilson's on the bench. I'm surprised they have not gone with Harry Wilson to come on to replace him at the back of the scrum, but alas, the call from Rennie.
Sit.
It's number 19, Lukan Solakau-Loto, and we will have another scrum. Oh, the All Blacks. They may have turned this, they have. Oh, that is a big moment in this match. Inside the 22. Smith to Mo'unga. Rieko running hard in the midfield. They change directions. Back to Bauer. Mo'unga gets it again. Well, that was a little bit unstructured from the All Blacks, trying to turn it back. The Wallabies have turned it over. The breakdown work for the Wallabies is outstanding. They are dominating that area of the game, and it is telling against this All Blacks side. 1-2 phases, that is all they managed to get. Good pass back to Swinton. Solakau-Loto's there for another one. And look, the Wallabies have got numbers to that breakdown in a flash. As they fight their way out of the 22. McDermott. Again, All Blacks try and get in there to upset it. They can't. They can't touch it. Slip it. Looked like Korobedi was in the action there as well. Now the All Blacks might get it. Yes. A little bit of domination there finally. Retallick, nice ball back to Taylor. Taylor sends back to Mo'unga. Numbers, space, Akers, Havili just taken down. Tamua, good work on defence. Smith again. Retallick knocks it on. I can't believe it. The All Blacks are throwing this away. It is still 7-3. I don't understand how they've not scored 4 or 5 tries more. The mistakes, the ill-discipline, everything is screaming out of this game from the All Blacks. We are an hour in.
Set.
McDermott to feed. This time the Wallabies get a good scrum. They've got to exit here, surely. They've got to kick. It doesn't look like they are. As Lolosio drops it short, charging the line to Moore. Big space out wide for Hunter Paisami. He's got Banks, he's got Callaway, and they completely messed that up as well.
Release.
Both sides so poor on attack. Slipper. Oh, massive hole here again. It's Paisami, goes straight through. Paisami, a foot race against McKenzie. Where does he go? Nowhere. Will Jordan along with McKenzie. Drag him in.
Release.
Just short of 22. Jordan goes back. Wallabies still in attack. Tamua with the carry. All Blacks over the ball. They could turn this one. They will turn this one. They've lost 40, 50, 60 odd metres. Even more if you keep going. Havili steps one. Inside ball to Retallick. He hangs on to it. Gets it to Reese finally. Reese shows the dummy. And Semi Reese puts the burners on. And Semi Reese will score. That is massive. The All Blacks finally click. It was ugly. It was messy. But it got the job done. David Havili has made more mistakes today than in his whole career. He'll probably never have another messy night like this. But he got that ball to Retallick, who again, another one who's been pretty average, managed to hang on and pass awkwardly to an overrun Sevu Reece. You may argue that pass was forward between Retallick and Reece, but the try is standing. And Richie Mo'unga, the second he gets this kick, will count it. No, he won't. It's still a 5-pointer for the All Blacks, which is massive. 12-3 to score, a lead of 9. And with 10 to play, the Wallabies need to score twice. What a fixture this has been. Lolosio goes short to the left-hand side. And it's Dalton Papali'i. Oh, it's just loose it straight away. It's a Michael Hooper. And here is Slipper. The All Blacks again fighting at the breakdown. They will turn this over. They're doing it unconventionally, but they're getting the results now. A little bit more ball in the second half. Here's Papali'i. That is a great hold-up play. Back to Laulala, slips it back to Taylor, and now Will Jordan on the outside. One to beat, up against Banks, finds Rico Ioane, and the All Blacks now find their rhythm, they find their power, and they find another try. Third of the night, and they are starting to sing a sweet tune off the same song sheet. This was a bizarre, unstructured, messy try, but when it finishes like that, it looks so sweet. Korobedi had Ioane for pace over the long stretch, but enough from Rico to finish the job. Well, you've got to look at Dalton Papali'i, how he held that ball up, dummied a couple of players, held them off defending him so he could get that support around him, and then the pass from Cody Taylor, who we know has the skills of the back to find Will Jordan unmarked, and then we know what Jordan, Rico and those likes can do. It is a successful conversion from Richie Mo'unga, and now a lead of 16 will be a flight too far for the Wallabies in this game for most of the match. And at the breakdown, they have dominated, and once again we will see them turn the ball over in the dying moments. 2 minutes to play. McDermott straightens up. He's gone straight through. Big bear hug tackle there from Damien McKenzie at the back. Will Jordan covering, you see him at the back there. Oh, Michael Hooper's messed that up quite royally, as the Wallabies have done a number of times tonight. Big play knock-ons from both sides. And now wide ball to Callaway on the outside of Reese. Callaway to McKenzie, and McKenzie once again is very strong in the back. McDermott pops it up. Short side plays and touch, and that'll be all she wrote. 19-3, the All Blacks take the cookies tonight. And they will open up their Rugby Championship campaign with an emphatic victory that looks way more impressive on the scoreboard than it did on the field. A late flurry in the final 15 minutes was enough to push the Wallabies aside, but they did not do it with much confidence at all. 3 tries to nothing. Just the penalty goal to Noah Lolosio, which was a 3-0 lead at the break. But Rico Ioane, 2 tries, and 7 weeks to 1 for the All Blacks. Richie Mo'unga, 2 out of 3 from the tee. That was a less than impressive display from both of these two sides. The Wallabies, though, going home empty-handed. All the ball on their side, 70% possession. They would have dreamt of so much more, but it was not to be. The All Blacks' first half was an abomination. Yellow cards, knock-ons, poor discipline, everything went wrong. And somehow they still only trailed by 3 into the break. They got much sharper in the second half, and as you can see, 3 unanswered tries led them to victory. That is it from the opening game of the Rugby Championship. I'll be back again for the second match, which will see the Springboks taking on the Pumas. Hope to see you there for it as well. But for us today, that is it. Opening game, the All Blacks take it out 19-3 over the Wallabies. Until next time, thanks for watching and take care.